Hi guys, so I'm just finished a 3-hour bike session, in for a quick transition and then out for an hour's run. I will catch up with you in a bit. So here we go. I've actually found a track which is no more than 2 minutes from my house. 2k, 10 minutes. Actually feeling, rabbit right there. Feeling really comfortable. Probably went off a bit quicker than I should. Heart rate zone is 3.8, so I'm just slowly bringing it down now as I settle into the run. I must say, these Dave Scott shorts I've been wearing, the long course stuff, is actually really comfortable. I'm drenched in sweat, but with the wind now, it's actually drying off. So really pleased with this. Running for 25 minutes, turning around and then heading back home. Again, just reducing the pace on the way back, giving myself 35 minutes to cover the same distance. So I will catch up with you in a short while, but in the meantime, check this out. Hey guys, check this out. Running along, and bear in mind I live literally 2 minutes, less than a mile away from where I live as the crow flies. Found a bunker. Now, I love history. It's awesome. I'm ex-military and I've done quite a few tours, battlefield tours, France, Belgium, Germany, and in this country, and I always find history or our past very, very interesting. So yeah, that was a nice little surprise that I hadn't really known or been to this area before, despite being on our doorstep. And again, it just highlights how little we really know, or how sometimes we look further afield, literally, to find things of interest. In actual fact, half the time we can find them right on our own doorstep. So yeah, amazed. World War II bunker right on my doorstep, and I didn't even know. So just got a couple more minutes and I'm turning around, halfway mark, and I'm just going to head down to this road here and see where it takes me, and then crack on back. Actually, there's a footpath here that heads the direction I want to go. So this is something with the UK. As you can see, we've got these public footpaths that stands for West Sussex County Council. Now, that footpath there goes straight through that field, and obviously it's not a mature field, it's in its adolescence. What I don't want to be doing is traipsing over farmer's field unnecessarily. So I'm going to head down here, see what's down here, and then if there isn't anything, I'll head back. That's where I've just come. I'll catch up with you in a short while. So I've just got back from my 1 hour ride. Actually turned out to be 45 minutes. So 3 hours 45 minutes brick session. which consisted of 3 hours on the bike with 2 very, very quick pee breaks, and then straight into the run, 45 minutes. Was expecting to go further, to be honest, on the run, but my pace was quick, and I think it was only because I was comfortable. Usually that pace would have been too much to cover any more than 10k, but I think my feeding and my watering plan actually worked, and I was a little bit excited about getting out straight off the bike. Was thinking about it last night and really trusting myself and how I feel on the day with regards to the run, but also having to really rein in the speed. The last thing you want to do is hit a wall at 30k and then not enjoy the remaining part of it. But so far so good. At the end of the run I could hold a very good conversation. I'm wearing the Dave Scott Hoob kit. I have no affiliation with Hoob at all, and I've said that in some of my previous videos, but it's good. The Dave Scott stuff I can only comment on. It's in their higher range of, or higher costings of their kit, but it certainly is worth it. There was no chaffing. I sat on the bike for 3 hours, bar probably a minute, and there's no soreness in places where you would expect it. And then on the run, it hardly felt like there's a small pad there. Hardly felt anything, to be honest. In actual fact, these feel a lot more comfortable than the running shorts and the running tights that I've been wearing for the last 90 odd days. So really, really chuffed. My transition was really quick. Jumped straight off the bike, had everything nice and ready. The only thing that I have learned or have registered is the fact that I need some talc to get my socks on. Obviously, I'm not wearing socks on the bike, and where my feet are sweating, I found it quite difficult. I was fiddling around trying to get my socks on, and despite that not being a biggie on the day, a couple of minutes isn't going to make any difference to me. I'd like to have it as smooth as possible without any little niggles. Kept really hydrated on the bike, again more so than I usually would. I went through just over 100 ounces of water. Sorted actually. Let me show you this. I'm sure this is something that most people do, but I'm just working out my training and how to consume the liquids on the day. Obviously I'm not going to strap 700 bloody liquids and gels to my bike. One, it's not particularly aerodynamic. You invest all that money in good quality kit and then slow yourself down by flapping in the wind. Also it looks ugly, and then ripping gels off the bike isn't for me. If you've been taking gels, you know how sticky they are. The last thing I want to be doing is having sticky hands and stuff going over my feet and just being a big dirty mess. So what I did was this. Filled my water bottle up with the gels that I'd be consuming on the day. And each one of these is 3 hours. So the 3 hour mark, and I write on there, as you can see, 3 hours. Divide it up into 20 minutes. You fill the rest up with water, so it ends up a good concentration mix. And then obviously there I wrote a little reminder to myself to shake well. So on the back of my bike I've got 2 holders, there's going to be 2 bottles in there with 6 hours worth of gels, and then in my feed bag I'm going to have some solids and another water bottle with another 3 hours. Not that I'm intending to take that long, but another 3 hours worth of gels on there as well. And then the one on the bike in the frame itself is going to only consist of water, and that's going to be refueled at water stations as and when need to be. The advantage obviously of having these on the back, it's falling on the floor, the gels on the back is once one's disappeared or gone, it can be thrown away in the designated areas, and I can replace that with a water bottle. one of the ones that they provide. So that's what I played around with today, and it seems to work quite well. Was conscious about getting things right, and training to, or having an action plan and then training to it. The last thing you want to do is arrive and then the night before be thinking about how I'm going to consume the gel. So I just found, I don't know who else does that. It's probably just a common thing that everybody does, but I just found it's quite a comfortable and easy way to do it. You're removing that element of thinking by lining things off. You have to work out any complex maths calculations. Just load all your gels in, fill it up, and then divide it by how many hours you want. You could fill that up depending on the concentration. Could be a lot stronger. I just found that 6 hours worth of gels on the bike is plenty. Depending where the feed station is, I guess you could stop and change that accordingly. But again, I don't want to be messing around at the feed station with water bottles if your bag gets lost. Just want to make sure that I've got potentially enough on there to carry me through the whole race. If I do the ride in 7.5 hours, at least I know I'm only going to be an hour without any kind of additional support, which I'm more than happy I'd be able to cope with. So it's again just removing any kind of issues on the day or potential issues. So that's it for today. Good quality brick session. I've got a run and a swim tomorrow. Haven't looked at the training schedule as of yet. Another line in the morning of we're going out this evening for a party, and despite not particularly wishing to go out, obviously we've made the commitment now, so I'm going to go out. Still no alcohol. Not had any alcohol since I started my training, so I'm going to be on potentially or probably sparkling water. So that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate all of the feedback you've been giving. Appreciate all the likes on Insta. It seems to be a good communication point. So that's it. Please subscribe using the link below. It's up on Facebook. Let us know how you're getting on, and remember to check out the website, which should be live in the next couple of days. But you can sign up and we're sending a notification when that's done. For now, peace out. Have a good one.